Hi, I'm Julie McCluskey, Director of Communications and Community Engagement for Summit School District. And I'm here today with a very special Summit School District spotlight on some of our terrific Summit High School kids and one of our favorite instructors. Recently, Summit School District and Colorado Mountain College sponsored an evening to talk about the challenges of immigration and what it means to be new to a school system, a community, as well as our nation. We viewed the movie I Learn America, and in conjunction with that, we had a student panel, 5 students who shared their stories with us about their experiences both in our schools and in the community. So we're going to take a few minutes and talk with our guests. I have Vicente, a senior here at Summit High School, Hersan, a junior, and Jonathan Makata, one of our English language development teachers. So let's start with the easy stuff. Vicente, why don't you talk first? Just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like to do, and how long you've been here at Summit High School.
I first moved to Summit High my freshman year. And some of the things I like to do is I've been playing soccer for these last 4 years here at the school, and I really enjoy that. I have a lot of friends there, and it's always a good time, I think.
Good. Were you a part of our team that went on to the playoffs last year?
Yes, I was part of that team.
Awesome. So you've had some success on the field.
Yes.
And I hear you'll be graduating soon.
Yep, couple of weeks. I mean, more like 10,
That's what you
10
hope,
or 12
right?
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. And where do you plan to go to college?
So far, I have a couple of choices.
Great.
But it's either going to be towards the north of Colorado, so UNC, or there's a community college there called Ames.
Ames Community College.
Either of those are like my top options right now.
That's great. And where are you from, Vicente?
I'm from Santiago, Chile.
And you moved here as a freshman student at the high school?
Yes, I did.
That's great. And did you come with your family?
I came with my mom and my brother.
Your mom and your brother. Great. And where's your brother now?
He's at UNC.
That's great.
He's
Did he graduate from Summit High?
Yep, he did.
That's good. So you'll get to see him if you end up in Greeley. Well, that's great. Nice to have you here, and thanks for joining the conversation today.
You.
And Hersan, a
Hi.
junior here at Summit High School.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about when you arrived and also what you like to do.
Well, my name is Harrison Martinez, and I came here like 2 years ago. It was kind of hard, but I'm getting used to it, like the system here in the school. And I like to play soccer. And so I joined the soccer team in my sophomore year. So
I think you shared a pretty special dream with us at our movie night that someday you hope to play professional soccer.
yeah, that's my biggest dream, and I hope I can do it.
I hope so too. We'd be awfully proud to see your name up in the lights. Tell me a little bit about your family and where you're from.
I'm from El Salvador, and I kind of have like two families. It's kind of weird. Like my parents are here, but like my grandma is in El Salvador with all my family. I born there, so for me, half of my family is there, and my parents are here. So
yeah, so the family split up.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah, I appreciate that, and even as both of you talked with us the other night, there's been some challenges for you in coming here to Summit County. Tell us a little bit about what you have really liked about your school and the community, and then what some of the things have been that have been challenging for you. Vicente?
Some of the things I really liked about living here in Summit is that it's very calm, I'd say. And I've got really used to it, I feel like.
Good.
I feel like I've adapted to the lifestyle here, and I really enjoy it. It's like something different from what I used to like.
You were from big city, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So much smaller, small town.
Lot smaller, yeah.
What was your school like in Chile?
It was I went to a private school, but it was like schools in Chile are like just different. They're not completely closed. They're out in the open. So you have maybe one big building, and they're a huge campus. Kind of more like a college, I would say.
Ah. So how many students were?
My school was 1,400.
Wow. Almost twice our size.
And my school was all guys.
Oh,
No girls.
boys' school.
Yep.
That must be exciting.
Yep. It's,
Boys and girls here, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So what's been a challenge for you, Vicente?
One of like my biggest challenges when I just first moved here, I would say definitely like the language. Just it was always like getting like in the way for anything I wanted to do. Like I wanted to like get to know people and be friendly, but it was like I can't really do anything about it because I'm not like comfortable.
I understand
I would
that.
say.
Did you know English at all before you moved here, or did you learn it once you got to school here at Summit High School?
I would say, like, I had an English class where I used to be, but I was like not the best. I didn't do like my best, and I always like barely passed that class. So I would say I didn't know like anything how to like form like phrases, sentences, or anything.
Wow, that must have been a challenge.
Definitely.
I'm impressed with your conversational English right now. You're doing very well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hersan, how about you? What have you liked about Summit County and the high school, and what's been a challenge?
What I like about the Summit High School is then everyone is pretty nice. Like my teacher, Mr. Mokara, he's one of the teacher who kind of teach me like how to speak English like with people, like not just learning, just like speak it to everyone like without get shy or stuff like that. And I think the school is pretty different, so it was hard, like not just the language, like people from Mexico like kind of make fun of me because of my accent from El Salvador. So it's not just learn the language, it's just like a lot of things, then different things.
Yeah, the differences.
Yeah, the countries, the cultures and stuff like that. It's like kind of hard to understand like why Mexicans does that or why those people do that.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was kind of like wow, And then what was the next?
The challenges, and I think you
Yeah.
hit on that a little bit, Hersan.
Yeah, so the other challenge I have was like just left my family there. Like my grandma, she's still really sad about it because she just talked to me like 2 days ago and she asked me if I can go back, and it feel like tough just like being here without like yes mom I can go. Just it's not just like that because it's hard.
I am so sorry that you and your grandmother are far apart. And if I remember, Hersan, you grew up with your grandmother in El Salvador and came here not having really known your mother and father, is that right?
Yeah, they left me when I was like 1 year old or something like that. And so I just knew that I have parents in USA and then they send money every like month or something. But for me, my mom and father was my grandma. So it was kind of hard, and I also I just lost my great grandfather, like during the break. So I didn't enjoy my break at all. So
I'm sorry for your loss. We are awfully glad to have you here, and great to have you as a part of our community. So Jonathan, tell us a little bit about the role you play here at Summit High School as an English language development teacher. Talk a little bit about your responsibilities and how you're working with students in the classroom.
Well, I have worked extensively with Hersan, but Vicente and I have known each other, but we have not been in class together. So, in fact, Hersan and I have been through a bit of a journey together because it was my first year teaching. And Hersan was one of my students. So I'm an English language development early intermediate teacher.
And what does that mean?
It means that I get the privilege to teach newcomers that have just come to the country and have a very limited English knowledge. And they're kind of newcomers, so it's an immersion class. So.
That must be very exciting. Tell me some of the languages of the students that are coming to you as newcomers. What are they speaking?
So what did we had Turkish last
Turkish,
year.
yeah.
We had Spanish,
Senegal. people.
Pula, Wolof,
Oh, a lot of language.
French. This year we have Polish. So
Wow,
Yeah.
quite a diverse group of students.
Mm-hmm.
How do you work with students who don't speak English and obviously are going to have challenges communicating with each other?
well, I think we just do it by forming a really close knit team and just a safe place
Yeah.
where it really doesn't matter what you say or how you say it. Just say it
That's
and
great.
feel free to say it. Then we read books, and I'll write the vocabulary in various languages. But we communicate through actions, words, and soccer is a huge one. Is really is another language that we use in the classroom.
I love that.
And although your soccer team is not the greatest. So, and then I said that, you know, Herson and I kind of been in a journey together.
Yeah.
And really, you know, Herson has taught me so much more than I have ever taught him. I mean, incredible young man. And our classes, although structured, tend to go off in different tangents, depending. I remember when I first encountered how amazing Herson was last year. We had a new student, an exchange student, who was feeling a little homesick, so I hadn't seen her family for what, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And she was sad, and then I had no idea about Herson's story, so I said, hey, well, what's your story? And Herson told this amazing story, which really could be made into a movie, about how his journey from El Salvador to Colorado. How many days did it take you?
It was like a month and 13 days.
A month and 13 days. And I think that's when the whole class just, and it's really when we started just sharing our
Yeah.
stories and got really, really close. And he's still amazing kid, teaches me all the time. Teaches all the time.
That's wonderful, and I think there is a lot of power in sharing our personal stories. I have not had the privilege of traveling to Chile or to El Salvador, and to hear your story and understand what it's like at home for you,
Yeah.
for each of you, helps me learn, helps other students learn, helps
Absolutely.
our teachers learn. So it's a wonderful thing to have these students in our community and to be learning. We are going to chat with some other students from Summit High School. But before I leave the two of you, you had some great words of wisdom when we were talking the other night. If you were to talk to another young student from Chile, Vicente, or a student from El Salvador, what words of advice would you want to give them about coming to Summit County, coming to America?
I would just say to just have patience, and just understand that it's a process that you gotta go through, and just don't really take it like a serious thing. Just try to enjoy every step of the process, and
That's awesome.
yeah, keep a positive mind, and you'll get through it, and it'll just come to you. And then-
Excellent.
yeah.
I need that advice every day, right? And I live here. Thank you, Vicente. What about you, Herson?
I will say then it's not gonna be easy. It's take a lot of time, like year, 2 years to speak the language if you don't know it, and just be positive and try to do your best every day, and like enjoy every step of your process to
Excellent.
learning.
Good. Well, we look forward to hearing more about the two of you and your successes. Best of luck as you graduate this year, Vicente, and go on to college. And Gerson, a year from now, we'll be having that conversation with you. In just a moment, we will be welcoming a few other students from Summit High School who have stories to share about their arrival here in Summit County and the U.S. Wow, nice job. You guys are movie stars.
I have a son. You guys. So we're back. My name's Jonathan Mokata, and English language development teacher at Summit High School. And we're back with three more incredible newcomers. First we have Kevin, and we have Amadou, and then we have Omar. Welcome. So Kevin, when did you arrive to United States and Summit County?
I came here the last year on August 14th. It was nice because I was able to catch up with autumn.
Very nice. So where did you come from, Kevin?
I'm from El Salvador, that's in Central America at the south of Guatemala.
Okay. And Amadou,
Oh,
when did you arrive in Summit County?
last year, July 5.
And where did you come from?
I'm from Senegal, west of Africa.
Okay. And last but not least, Omar.
Yeah.
So when did you arrive in Summit County?
It was 10 September 2014. It's like 1 year and months ago. Yeah.
And where did you come from?
Yeah, I come from Senegal, West Africa.
Okay, great. Well, I'm really privileged to be on TV with you guys. Kevin, we've just met, but Amadou and Omar, we're in class a lot together. So great kids. Kevin, what's the easiest thing coming to America? What's the easiest, or what's the hardest thing? You can do either one.
The hardest thing from coming here was socializing with people, because I didn't know who to talk with or what to say, or if they would like to talk with me. That was quite difficult because I didn't know how people really are here. And as far as now, every single one I have met has been really nice with me.
Okay, great. So what's one of the easy things would be?
Easy things. Getting back to school. I consider myself as a good student, so it hasn't been that difficult to stay up with my classes.
Okay, well, great. Thanks, Kevin. So Amadou, what's one of the hardest things for you coming from Senegal to Summit County for you? And then I know you quite well, so tell me, you've shared with me, did you want to come to America?
Oh no, it wasn't really my choice.
It wasn't your choice. So whose choice was it?
Oh, that was, in one part that was my father's choice. I didn't really want to come, but in one part I want to come because, it's really harder to live for a father, so far to your dad, and every 2 years you just see your dad for 2 or 3 months. And for my in my mind I was just saying, now I can see every day I can see my dad and my whole family, but in the other part I was leaving Senegal, it was for me left all of my dreams. And because for me family has a different definition. For me, family, the most important part of family are my friends, and family is the biggest for me, has a different definition.
Yeah. Well, you've been here a short while and you've settled in amazingly, and so what's one of the easiest things for you settling in here?
To me here, the easier thing it's when I meet the other Senegal boys, and it is here a lot of Senegalese people, and like I was starting to make myself comfortable in United States, but with Senegalese people in United States,
Okay.
it was easier thing.
And then how does the school like compare like Senegal and here in Summit County? I mean, is it harder here or is it harder in Senegal?
Oh, it's more hard in Senegal.
It's more hard in Senegal.
Yes.
How so? How is it hard?
Oh, but here you can still like learn and play. Like in a classroom, you can just learn and play. But in Senegal, you're in the school, you just have to focus in your study.
Okay. All right. Well, again, you're an amazing student. So Omar. So what's a difficult part of coming to the United States to study?
Yeah, I remember since I was a little kid, I always want to come here first. But the most part difficult was if I come here, I know I'm gonna left my friends, my best friends, my mom too, because I have just my dad here and I miss my mom right now, you know. And I wanna come here since when I was a little kid, but now it's okay. Like as what you say, the most easier things it was when I come here. I never thought I'm gonna like the situation, because I meet a lot of people like Alius. I meet a lot of Senegalese boys. We speak same languages, and then it was I was excited because I know I'm gonna speak English. But because I like speak English, that was the biggest thing. Yeah.
So today, actually Omar and I are in science class today, and I'm a co-teacher in science class. And today I said to Omar that this is how you do it. This is what you need to do. And Omar asked the other teacher, the real science teacher, and Mrs. Love came over and Omar said, this is how I'm doing it. And Omar, you were correct today, yes? And I was wrong today. So congratulations on that. So I'm not a very good science teacher. But what's really difficult here? I mean, so what's really good here? Did I do good or bad first?
The like what I say, the most part was hard.
Yeah.
To left my friends.
And the good thing is...
The good thing was I was excited to come here.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna speak English because I like speak English. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today. I'm really nervous on the TV, so amazing job. And again, it's Kevin. I look forward to knowing you more. But Omar and Amadou, you teach me so much more. You know, if I can learn, Omar, I don't think I've ever seen not smiling. He's always in a good mood, happy, and Amadou is so incredibly intelligent and teaches me new things every day. And then Kevin, nice to make your acquaintance. One more question. What would your advice, Kevin, be to, let's say there's another Kevin just like you in El Salvador coming over here. What would you tell yourself coming over here?
I will tell him to try to socialize a little bit more, because everyone will at least say you good morning or hi or how are you. And please don't be that shy. It's not gonna do anything good to you.
Okay, great. So Amadou, if you could give yourself advice 6 months ago before you came here, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh, don't get scared about difference between peoples. You know, sometimes people comes like from different place. They have different culture, different religion, but just don't get scared about that. But replace that scare by a chance to know peoples and like open yourself to the world. And being here, like it's to me, it's like you travel all around the world, but you stay here because being here, you know, a lot of people come everywhere from the world.
And I actually also teach a history class, and obviously you remember Amadou came into the class and with 2 other of your friends and taught the whole class in English about Islam, and those students in my history class have told me that that was the best lesson that they had all year. I mean, you taught 40 kids, 40 students, you know, about Islam. So that was amazing. So you obviously took your advice before you came here. So Omar, what would you tell yourself? Like, go back 1 year, you're here, you tell the Omar back in Senegal. What would you tell the Omar back in Senegal what to do before he comes here?
Before I come here,
Yeah.
I will know. I'm gonna say like, I never scared to come here. Sometimes I'm watching movies who turn it in here in the United States. It has a lot of violence, but I never be scared of this. My dream was to come here.
So you said you saw a lot of movies about the United States.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of violence in the movies.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what kind of you thought the United States
Yeah,
was like.
but I never think I'm gonna come in like Summit County. I thought we're gonna go to big cities. You know what I mean? Big cities, because in the movie you always see a beautiful cities, but not like he is beautiful. I like the mountains, but not the other states.
No.
But I like here too. Yeah.
Okay. So are we going to go skiing next year together?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, that's a promise. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today, and you're awesome kids. Thanks.
Okay.
I was totally I am so, I kissed in my heart. Oh my goodness.